All right. Hello, all you night readers. It's good to see everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. There we are. Oh, I got us in here quick. Didn't say much at all, did I? There you go. Hey, so I hope everyone is well today. Things are going all right, right? I hope. And we are going to do some reading. So let's jump right in, right? What the heck? Jump right in. We don't need to hear a whole lot from me, do you? Nah. It's good to have everybody here, as always. Hello. Hello, Yvonne. Jonathan Angel, how are you? Johnny Angel. Yes. How are you? Welcome. I appreciate you being a new subscriber. Welcome to the KnightReaderTarot family. We are always happy to have new subscribers. So yeah, if you would, I'm glad you subscribed. Please make sure you also get your notifications. This way you can see that I'm here twice a day, every single day. And I also send out every day daily tarot tips. So is, like I said, it is very nice to have you here as part of the Night Reader Tarot family. Hello, happily ever after. Hey, Empress Love, it's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Ihudi, Chotu. Beautiful Aries, MPT, of course. MPT, it's, you know, it could go without saying that I'm glad that you're here, but I would never go without saying that I'm glad you're here. It's good to have you always and for all your help. So don't forget, MPT does all the work in the background here while I do the readings. All right. So can you have a reading? Yeah. A reading, Yvonne? Absolutely. I think, again, here we are. Here you are, right? This is you. I think this is another family member laying or sitting here with you, right? In this card, in this deck only, this is the only deck I've ever seen it, where the Four of Swords has like medication or, some type of medicine on the table next to her. So, by using this deck, it basically is telling me, yeah, there is a reason that you are in bed here and someone's sitting with you. And it's because you are unwell, right? You don't feel well. You are sick or you are, right? There is some type of illness or some type of issue going on. I think you are waiting for a message. I think you're just waiting for a message, right? You're waiting for that message from the doctor, right? Because you're not doing well. So I think you're waiting on that message from the doctor to tell you exactly what's going on and when it's going to happen. The Ace of Rods tells me all about, there's going to be some new energy, and you're going to, right? You want to use that new energy to go from the past here that's not doing so great right now, or basically, I wouldn't even say the past, but going from now towards the future. You want to use that new energy to move to your future and, have things start off better, right? Have things continue to get better instead of getting worse, because you don't want that, right? You're looking for a reason to feel better, and you're looking for a way to feel better. And of course, you're hopeful, right? You are hopeful. You can see all the stars out there, and stars are all about hope. Maybe I'm reaching a little on there, but I see it. That's what I feel. She looks like she's just kind of lost in a daydream kind of thing, or, well, it's nighttime, so kind of lost in a dream and thinking about what is going to happen to me. I think things will be successful. I think you will start to feel better. Of course, the Six of Wands or the Six of Rods is all about success. Be confident in yourself. Be confident in your ability to heal. And I think, of course, as you can see in this card especially, there is a lot of support for you. I think a lot of people are supporting you right now. So that's what I see for you, Yvonne. That's what I'm getting for you. I hope the rest of the fabulous Farrell family are doing well. I have not seen anyone else in a while. So, Jonathan Angel would like to know, you're wondering if your aunt and her boyfriend will be a more serious couple before the end of the year. Before the year ends. Sometimes I just make up my own words in the questions for some reason. I read them the way I think them. You ever read something and it's written one way and you read it in your head in the way you would say it instead of the way it's actually written? That's what I do. Except I have to do it. I do it out loud. So everybody knows that I'm doing it. Oh, well. Meant the same thing, right, Jonathan Angel? All right. Jonathan, will your aunt and her boyfriend be a more serious couple before the year ends? I love the Anna.K deck. I know MPT loves the Anna.K deck. This is her favorite. And this is one of my two favorites right now. Two of the ones I own. I only own 5, so having two favorites, I've already covered 40%. But but I don't like her depiction of the Knight of Swords, because it really doesn't give you a good idea of what the basis behind the Knight of Swords really is. Maybe it does. In some situations, maybe it doesn't. But I think your aunt and her boyfriend are people who would, I think they're introverted. I think they're a couple that likes to stay home. I said this yesterday to someone. I think they, would rather, instead of going out to dinner and then going to a movie, they would rather stay home and make dinner and watch a movie together, right? I won't use the other reference because I found that I was using that completely wrong. But yeah, I don't think they like change. I don't think they like to change things around at all. And the reason that you think that they're not so serious is because they're both they are both very independent people, right? And I think that gives off the idea that they're not as close as they are, right? I think a big change is coming for them, though. There is a big change coming. The Tower is all about that. A very big sudden change. And I think it's just going to continue. I think that change is going to, push them to work harder on this relationship. I think they are both determined and dedicated to it, but I think they're going to push themselves even harder to make the relationship work and, make it stronger. And I think this is going to happen pretty quickly, right? If they do things real fast and they have it, all planned out, then things are going to go okay. Things are going to be perfectly fine. It's the times when they rush into things, if they rush into something and there's no plan, that's when destruction happens, right? That's when things go bad. And I guess that's kind of what this card shows, right? A little bit, to a point. I think they need to be resistant to any issues that are going on in their lives that would cause any negativity in the relationship. But I do believe, I think they're more serious. I think they're a more serious couple, Jonathan, than you really think they are, for that reason, because I think they're both very independent people. And I think if you really watch them, you will get a very clear idea of that. Does that make, I hope that makes sense to you, because it made sense to me. It made sense to me. I understood exactly what I was talking about. That doesn't help anybody else, does it? They're trying to figure out how to get a new home because they want a family of their own. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, I think they are serious then, because, again, like I said, I think they're just independent also, and that's okay. Yeah, they are. They're serious, Jonathan. They are serious. Thank you, though. And I do appreciate you asking your question, bringing your question here. And thank you for your subscription. And welcome. You, of course, are welcome back anytime. I do 2 shows a day, every single day, 11:30 a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So, it's, oh, yeah, now you can't see it, right? Yeah, so 11:30 a.m., 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. The show is called Tarot Days and Nights. So I hope to see you back again. All right, happily ever after. Why has Raza been acting different with you lately? All right, let's see what we get for you. Let us see. So, actually, there we go. That's more like it. That is how they were. This girl and this girl make me think of the same person, because a lot of the same things are going on in those cards, and a lot of the same thoughts and a lot of the same ideas are depicted in those cards. So here's what I get for you. I believe Raza is very successful, right? And I think he is. I think your relationship is, or at least was, very close. I think Raza, see, the thing is, these 3 cards, all 3 of them talk about moving on, moving forward, starting over, right? They're moving. This is all about moving forward fast, right? This Chariot card has a lot of speed behind it. You can see that, right? The kid's holding on for dear life up there. Those horses are running pretty good, and it looks like, they're moving pretty quick. The 10 of Swords, of course, is all about someone getting hurt and then having to start over and move on. And the 8 of Cups is all about leaving and not looking back, because there's nothing really behind you to look back at. Does that make sense? And I think this is what you're afraid of. I think this is exactly what you are afraid of, that Raza is really kind of slowly breaking things off. He's kind of slowly going his own way. I hate to tell you that, happily ever after, because, like I always say, I am never happy giving a bad or sad reading, right? I'm not saying the reading is bad because I am not giving you the truth, but it's sad. It's a sad reading, and I don't like to give sad news to anybody. But I have to tell the truth, right? I have to tell you what I see, because that's the way this works. If I didn't tell the truth, nobody would ever come back, because they would not have a clue if I was telling them the truth about their readings. So I always do tell the truth about it, whether it hurts or doesn't hurt, but I am going to tell you that is what I am seeing. I'm seeing a past that was very close and happy. But I see 3 cards in a row that talk all about leaving and starting over and moving forward fast in a different way. And again, I think this is all your fears and sadness. You feel like he is deceiving you to a point, right? I think that's how you are feeling, like you are being deceived. He's doing these things behind your back. He's just acting differently with you, but he's not actually coming right out and telling you he's doing any of this. So that's what I see for you, happily ever after. And again, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I do apologize always when I give a sad reading to someone, because it makes me feel bad. It makes me feel sad. Empress Love, it's very nice to have you here. Thank you so much. And you would like a love reading. So, a love reading, Empress Love. Here's what I see for you. I think anything that comes to you, you're going to really hold on to, right? You want to save and savor everything you get. And that's important, right? That's important to you. If someone's coming to you, you want to hold on to that. If there is a relationship or a love interest coming to you and they talk to you, well, you save that, right? Somebody's texting you and they're texting you nice things, and this may turn into a relationship. Well, you save those texts. You do all that stuff just because it makes you feel good. It makes you feel better about things, and you can look back on them. I think you are a bit afraid of being alone all the time. I shouldn't say all the time, but I do think you're afraid of being alone since you've had a relationship last. And, maybe that's been a while, but, you cannot become emotionally detached from everyone. You don't want to be cold and distant, because that's not going to attract anybody in. That's just going to push them away. It's going to push people away, not bring them in. And you certainly don't want that to be the case. I believe that you've been hurt in the past. You've had a bad relationship in the past. And now it's time to move on from that. I understand it causes stress. I understand that causes anxiety and worry about having someone new come into your life. But you're going to have to move forward, right? And even though the Queen of Swords is all about being cold and and emotionally detached, she is looking towards your future, right? She's looking that way, your future. Even this anxiety, right? Even this stress, even though she does not want to look and see anything because she's got her hand over her eyes, she's still facing your future. So that's what I think you need to do. You need to look to the future. If you want to get past this feelings, if you want to get past this, you have to look to the future. The Queen of Pentacles tells me that you have things planned. You have all kinds of things planned out for a relationship. You are all organized. Things are good. They're secure. You are prepared. You just don't follow through. You have to do the follow through part. You have to do the work. Nobody else is going to be able to do that kind of work for you. It's not like planning a party and you organize everything and then you give it to somebody else and they go and do it all, right? Can't do that. Can't do that when you're looking for a relationship. I mean, I guess you could, but it's not going to be the same because it's not going to be you doing it. And you're the one who's got to pick the person, right? You're the one who's got to have the feelings towards that person. So, you planned, you organized, but now you have to actually do it. You have to actually move forward with it. And again, move forward. But savor every minute of it, right? Hold on to every bit of the process of it. It'll make it worth so much more to you. All right, Empress Love, thank you so much. I do, again, appreciate you being here. All right. So, Ross, how are you? Ross Ad, thank you so much for your donation. I do appreciate it. Indigenous by nature. I do not have Super Chat, but I do have Square. If you go to my website, which it scrolls across the bottom or it's down in the show description. If you don't have PayPal, I also take CashApp, and that's down there too. All that information goes across the bottom of the screen, right down in there somewhere. Yep. And it's also in the show description. So there are some other options if you want to donate and you don't have PayPal, because I don't have enough subscribers yet to get Super Chat. I have to get 1,000 subscribers, right? That's goal number one. To get Super Chat, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. And well, we're getting there, right? We have really picked up a lot of subscribers lately. So we're getting there. We're almost a third of the way. 313 subscribers right now and growing. We grow every single day by a couple, which is nice. That's a great thing. I appreciate that. So, all right, Ross, there's your question. That's the one I'm looking for. You'd like to know if you will meet a man for a serious relationship this year. How? And is this in France or Spain? All right. Should this be in French or Spanish? Oh, Ross, thank you again. I do appreciate always your generosity. Always very kind. As you can see, donations do take priority. They get your question answered immediately, and they do guarantee a reading for you. So, should I do this? If I do this reading in French, then you'll know it's in France. If I do it in Spanish, you'll know it's in Spain. And you know my French is impeccable, right? I showed that yesterday. I showed off my wonderful French yesterday. Right, mademoiselle? Yep. Monsieur, can you please come here? All right, will you meet a man? Will you meet a man for a serious relationship this year in France or in Spain? All right, I'll do it in English so everybody understands. The Six of Cups tells me you are really feeling, you're really looking back on things, right? You're looking back. Here you are now. I know it's a guy, but that's okay. We don't worry about gender with tarot. If it was Lenormand, then we would worry about it, but not in tarot. Tarot, we don't care if it's a man or a woman. It's just representative of you, and it's just whoever paints the pictures on the cards, right? Whoever makes the cards. But yeah, I think you are really thinking back to times when things were different and you were in a relationship and things were, made you feel better that way. The King of Wands and the King of Cups together, back to back. That's quite a that's like a power couple. Not that they're a couple, but they are two strong kings standing side by side for you. One is very energetic and friendly and passionate. The other one is very emotionally balanced, sympathetic, and generous. And I think these are all qualities you are looking for. I see honesty in both of them. Both of them. I see honesty. So, these are things I believe that you are looking for in someone. I think this is going to happen, right? The lovers, how do you not say love is coming when you have the lovers in the relationship and you're asking if you're going to meet someone, right? You're going to meet someone, the lovers comes up, it's like an automatic yes. You're going to find love, you're going to feel very connected, you'll trust this person. You will be there to trust this person, and that person will be there to trust you. Right, Ross? So, the High Priestess is telling me, be a little patient. You're going to have to understand that, right? That patience is going to happen. And I think because the High Priestess is here telling you to be patient, I think that means it's going to be in Spain. Because if it's going to be right now, then the High Priestess wouldn't be here and tell you patience. You might have got like the Knight of Swords or something that says, hurry up and do it now. Or even the Knight of Wands, it's kind of fast moving. But I do think that the High Priestess, by telling you to be patient, wait and use your intuition, right? I think it's telling you to wait until you move to Spain. Okay. All right, Ross, thank you. Again, I appreciate your donation always, your generosity. It's always a good thing. It's always a nice thing. Thank you. So, all right. All right, let me take a look here and see where we are. Oh, where are we? Indigenous by nature. Yeah, there you go. Post your question, please. Everyone gets added. All you got to do is post questions. I pick them at random. I choose them randomly, so nobody really gets overlooked. There is no way you can get overlooked when it's random pick. And like I always say, donations take priority. They guarantee you that reading, and they guarantee to make you priority status in line. Move you right to the top of the line. Right, Kay? Right. How are you, Kay? It's good to see you here. You were here last night, and I did not get to do a reading for you. I know that. I saw it. So, how will you feel in Ohio once you reach your new apartment? How will you feel in Ohio? It's all according to where in Ohio. Where are you moving to, Kay? Where in Ohio? What large city in Ohio is near where you're moving? Let's put it that way. You don't have to tell me exactly. It's not like you have to write out the address or something. But what large city in Ohio would be close to you? Not that it matters in your reading. It really doesn't. I am just curious. Sorry. I don't want you to think that I'm, base your reading on that. Yeah, Ross, you're used to being patient. You are a patient person, I know. Look at that. There's the High Priestess right at the end of the reading again. It's funny, different deck, right? Different deck, random choice cards. I picked them out from all over different places in the deck, and the same card comes up in the exact same position in a different deck. That always amazes me how that happens. But there's got to be a reason, right? There's a reason for everything. So how will you feel in Ohio? I think you're going to celebrate. I think you are going to feel really good about your new place in Ohio. I really do. I think the new apartment is nice. I think it's going to be, I think you're happy with it because, I believe you picked it out. I would say that you went and picked it out, unless, maybe a real estate agent or something picked it out for you. But either way, I do believe that you will like it. You'll be very happy when you get there. I think you just have to, you're going to have to see your way through whatever's going on where you are now, right? Something's going on there that's not exactly good for you right now. You're looking to, there's a reason you're moving, and you're moving. Maybe it's because of a job, or maybe, maybe it's just maybe it's to move closer to family, but there's some reason that you're moving, of course. Nobody moves without a reason. They don't do all that kind of work for nothing, I got to tell you, ever. But yeah, I would be willing to say that whatever that is, whatever the reason is, I think you're going to have to make a choice about it. You're going to have to see, you're going to have to take off the blindfold and see which direction you should really go to get there. Still not saying that this is a bad idea, not a bad, this is going to be a bad move, because again, I see the Four of Wands telling me all about that celebration. I think you've planned for this. I think I think you are very creative. So once you get there, I think this apartment is really going to be, it's going to say K all over it, because I think, your creativity is going to show all over in this apartment, right? I think you'll be the one who, of course, you'll be the one who decorates. You'll be the one who does all that. And it's going to have your name all over it. I think you are ready for that hard work. I think you are ready. I think you want things to be perfect. And I think you're just waiting to get there. I think you're anxious about getting there. And because you want to be there. Not anxious in a bad way, but kind of like impatient. Right? So, but I think I think when you get there, you are going to do everything so that it's just perfect. You're going to feel very good about it. You're going to feel very secure, and you are going to be very determined to get things done as quickly as possible so that you don't have to continue to do them for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Right? You can either unpack in a couple days and just do it work hard and do it, or you can unpack over months, and that's a terrible pain in the neck. But I do see you being that hard worker, so I see that you will get this done. The High Priestess says, again, use your intuition and understand, yes, it's still going to take a little bit of patience to have before you can get there, before you actually get there. Now you're probably moving in, October the 1st? Maybe the first weekend there in October. I think is the 3rd and 4th, is Saturday and Sunday, the 3rd and 4th. I only know that because Friday is my daughter's birthday, the 2nd. And so that's probably when you're moving in. And I think you just, as excited as you are and as impatient as you would like to feel, and you're excited, but you got to have a little bit of patience. It's only a little bit more time before you can go, before you get there. So I truly believe that Ohio is going to be a wonderful place for you once you get to it, and once you get your new into and decorate your new apartment especially. All right, that's what I get for you, Kay. Thank you. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right, where am I? Right there. Beautiful Aries. Am I pregnant? Well, that is right to the point now, isn't it? You did take a test, but it was negative. Wow, okay. Maybe you're not pregnant enough. Maybe you're just a little pregnant. Right? Maybe you're just a little pregnant. Hello, Swati Dua. How are you? Good to have you here, Kritika. It's nice to have you here as well. I want to thank all of my people who go over and watch Modern Priscilla Tarot's show every day, who are able to go over there and see her show. I understand time constraints and stuff. We do run pretty much back-to-back shows, and they last from 11:30 a.m. till 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. So it is a long time, and people do have other things to do in life. But for any of my followers that go over and are subscribers to her as well, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for doing that, because she works hard to keep her channel going just like I do. And we have similar styles in shows, and I just would like to thank you all for going over there and supporting her, just like so many people from her show come here and support me, and I do appreciate you too. I appreciate everybody, but it's nice to have that crossover between the two shows, because as NPT says, we are Tarot BFFs. All right, so are you pregnant? I didn't get the Empress, so that would have been a telltale sign, right? The Empress would have been, boom, yes, you are. No need to even ask again. I wouldn't have to say another word. We could just pick up the cards and go home. But I am willing to say the Emperor is telling me that you are you're very stable right now. Things feel very secure, and that's why you want to get pregnant, and that's why you want to be, have a baby. But I think that it's just, you're at a point now where, you're at a barrier, and you can't get through it. And I believe that that barrier is stopping you from becoming pregnant. You're going to have to make a choice, right? And I think you need to have a little more innocence. You have to be optimistic, of course, that things will happen eventually if that's what you want. If this is what you really want, then yes, things will happen eventually. Be optimistic about it. There is that new potential of something happening, but also you need to have that innocence. You need to have, you don't, again, if this is something you really are working towards, and it wasn't just a whoopsie kind of thing, because that happens too, I have to say. If it's something you're really working on, then you don't want to rush it. The harder you try, the worse the chances. Because you're pushing yourself, and you're push yourself, and the stress makes it impossible. So keep that in mind. I think you will be victorious. I think you will be successful, right? You will be successful. People are cheering for you. They are supporting you in every way with this. The Knight of Rods says things are moving pretty quickly. Not as fast, of course, as the Knight of Swords, but second fast. I think you're excited. I think you are ready to go. And I think your adventurous side is really looking forward to this, because it is, trust me, having children is an adventure. It is an adventure. And until they come with an instruction manual, it'll continue to be an adventure. Every single day, doesn't matter how old they are, how old you are, or how old they are. Kids are always an adventure. You can ask my parents, I am still an adventure. But yeah, I don't think you're pregnant right now. But like I said, if you're working on it, there's ways to, there's things you just need to do. All right? Not yet. Not yet. Beautiful Aries. But don't try so hard that you're pushing yourself and forcing yourself into things. Okay? Because that wouldn't be good. That will not work for you. It just won't work. So what do you do? What message do you need to hear right now? Let's see. What are daily tarot tips? Daily tarot tips are, Jonathan, Angel, it's a general reading I do every single day. And I post it at 9 a.m. Eastern time. I post them all at the same time every morning. I make them and then I post them to show up at 9 o'clock. Right? So, and it just gives you, it's a reading that's general for everyone for the whole day, basically. This is how your day is going to go, I believe, right? Based on whatever cards I get. And then you can see, if you get it in its morning time, you can see, okay, well, let me see if this is good, if my day actually goes this way. And if it's, if 9 a.m. my time is late, your time is nighttime, you can see if it matched up to your day. And there's days where it really matches people's days. It really, resonates with people. And sometimes it's, okay, well, this part resonates with me, but this part doesn't. It's very general. It's not for anyone special in particular. It is for everyone. And I post them every single day. I do them, right? I do them and then I post them. So, yeah, I would love for you to be able to, you can go back on my channel and look at them. I have there's a whole playlist of daily tarot tips, and of course today's will be in there. So how do you do it? You need to know what message you need to hear right now. You have isolated yourself from someone someone who you were very close with, not relationship-wise, but friendship-wise. I think this person is quite emotionally fragile right now, but I think they truly miss you. I think your friend misses you, and I think that is making both of you and this other person, sad, right? And of course, you don't want to be sad. You want to be happy. Everybody wants to be happy, right? You want all the sunshine. You want the sunflowers. You want the baby on the horse. The baby on the horse even looks like a sunflower, right? You want that warmth. You want that, all of that you want to feel again. And I think the only way you're going to do that is to move forward and rekindle the friendship that you had. The moon says that this is making you very sad. It's making you very sad. It's making someone else very sad. You feel like maybe you were deceived by this person, but you really weren't. I'm going to tell you now, you really were not deceived. I just think that they were feeling a bit unbalanced at the time. They were not really in balance. And I think if you have some patience with them, give them a little bit of leeway, that you and whoever this person is that you were close, very close friends with, I think the two of you will be friends again. Okay? So that's what I think the message for you is, Swati, I think that's what you need to know. I think that's what you really need to know. I hope that makes sense for you. It made sense to me. Again, I say that all the time, right? Nobody cares if it makes sense to me, do they? They shouldn't keep saying that. Let's see, where are we here? Oh. I am searching. Why am I searching so much? Why do I have to search so much? There we go. Divine Time says, can I get a reading? Sure. What is coming toward you in love? I see the next one. What is coming towards you in love? That's what you would like your reading about. Got it. I don't know why it took me so long. Sorry. We are in the last 15 minutes of the show, so if you want to guarantee those readings, again, donation is the way to do it. And that will bump you up to priority status. That will move you right to the top of the list and move you right. That will guarantee that reading for you. All right, so what's coming towards you in love? I believe that somebody who is very dependable, who wants to provide for a family, is coming to you in love. But I don't think you're going to see this person until you take a break for yourself. I think you are doing so many different things all at once that you need to take a break for you. You gotta take some time out for you, right? The 4 R's. Like I always say, the 4 swords goes with the 4 R's. Rest, relax, renew, and then feel relief. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I think you are going to need, is that relief. I think you will be successful, though. I think you'll have a lot of support. I think people will be there for you. So feel confident in this, right? You're excited. You're ready to go. You're a people person. You're very creative. However, you are also very blunt. And you just kind of say what's on your mind without thinking about it. Happens. It happens. The Five of Cups tells me right now you're feeling very lonely. Right? You're sad, you feel isolated, you're on your own, and you don't like that. You don't like that feeling at all. So you really do want to find someone. And like I said, you will find somebody, but you got to take care of you first. If you don't do that, then it's going to be much more difficult to find someone. All right? That's kind of what I got for you. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thank you again for your question. Yuko. Hello. I was wondering, so was I, who is coming towards me in love? Who's coming towards you in love? Okay, let's take a look at what we get. Please remember, MPT, Modern Priscilla Tarot, she reposts every question for me. She reposts all of your questions, and then I choose them at random. So you have to remember, and you know, I always say this in the nicest way, that even though she reposts your questions, I may not have time to answer them. You know, I don't always have, you know, there's only so much time in an hour. And, you know, so I won't, there's no way I can get to all of them. So just because she reposts your question does not guarantee a reading for you. It just means that she's helping me out. It just means she's helping. And that's important to know. Right? Because I know everybody sees that you're getting reposted. You want to make sure that she's reposting for you. And I see you asking and stuff if she got your questions and all that. And of course she did. She's got everybody's question. The thing is, there's just not enough time always. All right. So who's coming towards you in love? I think someone is sneaking up on you. I think somebody is coming toward you that you don't expect. And they're kind of sneaking up on you. Right? All of a sudden, out of nowhere, there they are. They will be there. And I think they're going to be somebody who is exactly the opposite of you. Right? Opposites attract. According to Paul Abdul, they do. Opposites attract. So, yeah, I think that's what's going to go on with that. I think you will, you know, really be able to develop a relationship with this person when they come to you. I think it will help you feel better about yourself when they get there. And I think you'll be happy, right? I think you'll feel that warmth on you and you'll feel the sun shining down on you, right? The sun. And that will make you feel happy. The Ace of Swords tells me that you're going to have a very new idea about things. There's going to be a very clear idea about how this is all going to work and what you're going to do and how to do it. And I think that will be wonderful for you, Yuko. I really do. The other thing I want to tell you is just the whole reading itself. In general, the reading in general, if you look at these 4 cards, look at all of the sunshine. Look at all that yellow in these 4 cards. That's all happiness, right? This reading has an overall feeling of happiness. And joy and warmth. So not only did you get the sun card, but it has, you know, it's kind of permeated into all these other cards so that you really can feel that happiness. So whoever it is that's coming to you is going to make you very happy. You're going to be very happy you found them. And like I said, they're going to sneak up on you. You're not going to know it until it happens. All of a sudden, boom, they're going to be there. And you're going to be like, whoa, what the heck? Where did you come from? You're kind of cute, right? You You might be Mr. Right. Just make sure if he's Mr. Right that his first name isn't always. Yep. And he gets a rousing round of laughter from the audience. Oh, it's just my bad dad jokes. Yeah, there you go. Yep, you miss your bestie a lot. That's exactly what I just told you. You had a fight and now you're in no contact. So, there you have it. I think I hit it right on the head for you there, Swati. Thank you. Just a little pregnant. Maybe you're just, just not enough. All right, where am I? Avi K asks whether I will be able to score what I desired in the exam you're preparing for. All right, so will you get the grade? Will you score the grade that you are hoping for on your exam? And you've been preparing for this exam, so you feel, I would be willing to say, I'm not going to say anything until I get the cards. Yes, you were laughing. See, you get it. I know. Everybody who laughed, raise your hand. See, I saw them. I knew it. Everybody's got their hands up. Oh, gosh. It's not easy being me sometimes. It really isn't, huh? Sadvik Sharma, how are you? Big fan of MPTs. Awesome. That is a wonderful thing. I promote that here. I promote that you are a big fan of hers because that's important. I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here, and thank you very much for subscribing. All right, so will you get the score that you want? All right, so I see here where you are going to be taking this exam, right? You're heading to the exam. You are prepared for it. Here you are, all prepared. You've got everything in order. And I think that you, right, you're searching for the strength. You've got searching for strength here, and you've got inner strength here. So I think you're searching for the strength, and you get that. You get the strength that you need to do well in this exam. So I do think you'll have this strength. I think you'll have the confidence because I think you have prepared very well for this. And I think you are going to be very confident when you go into this exam, right? I think you're going to be able to get the score that you desire. And I think you'll probably even be able to do better than that. Things are going to change after that. After this exam, things are going to change. Definitely, right? For the better. Because now you've got a good grade on your exam, and now things are changing. You'll move forward. You'll have something new to start over. And I have to say, then you can start prioritizing everything that's going on in your life and figure out what is going to be the best thing for you, right? You can balance everything. You can be very flexible because that's what you'll need, right? And you may need to change things here and there, but you will be able to prioritize things and feel good about it. So I think you're going to. I believe, Avi, that you will do okay. You'll get the score that you want, and you probably, you most likely will exceed it. So, all right. All right, Satvik Sharma. Since you are a big fan of MPTs, and now you can be a big fan here too, let's see what you got going on. Let us see. How will your exam results that I gave on, how will your exam results be from an exam you took on the 6th of September? Oh, thanks, Sadvik. I appreciate that. It's a little rough and gravelly today, but it's usually pretty okay. All right, let's see what we get here. So how will your exam results be for the exam you took on the 6th of September? So I think you need to look at this in many different ways. All right, I think there's a lot of different ways that you need to look at this. And there are a lot of different outcomes. So you studied really hard for this exam, right? You really studied hard, and there were a lot of questions, a lot of categories on the test. And I think, again, I think you studied very hard for each of those. I think that studying started off, right? It's small. It started off small, but then it's grown. You studied more and more and more until you get to a point. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Okay, so yeah, the studying got to a point where it grew and grew, so that you were really prepared for this exam. I think you were, I think you shared your knowledge with other people. I think you helped. I think you studied with other people so that you could do well, right? And now, of course, you're searching for the results. I think they're very close to coming to you. I think they're very close to coming. And I think they are going to be very successful results. And of course, that's what you're looking for, right? You want successful results. Who doesn't? I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, I hope I fail that test. I hope I do very poorly." Of course not. You want to do well, and you want to pass the exam, right? You wanted to have success when taking the exam. And I think your confidence level was so good going into it that I believe things were I think you made the exam feel much easier than it really is. I think it was probably a very tough exam, but I think all the studying and all the work you put into it made it much easier for you. So I think you're going to do I think you're going to do well. I think you will be successful in getting a good grade or a good result on your exam that you took back on the 6th of September. All right, Sadvik, thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate your subscription, and welcome to the Knight Reader Tarot family. All right, so I am going to take one last question, unless I have donations coming in, and I do not see any. I don't see any other donations, so I will pick one last question. For you, Tarot Goddess. Okay. Tarot Goddess, here we go. What is the spirit trying to tell me? I've been seeing angel numbers for a month straight. All right, let's see what we get for you. Let us see. Christian Dior, hello. I just saw you. Thanks for being here. Again, thank you everyone who was here. You still can make a donation and get a guaranteed reading. You know, as long as I'm still here, you can still donate. But this is my last free reading. So what is the spirit trying to tell you? You've been seeing angel numbers for a month straight. All right, so I think the spirit is trying to tell you that you need to work extremely hard on a relationship that you have. Now, this relationship does not have to be, you know, a romantic relationship. I'm not guaranteeing. I mean, you may be with someone. You may be in a relationship with somebody romantically. And if you are, then that's what it's talking about, right? It's telling me that you really need to work very hard on that relationship. If you're not in a relationship with someone, I truly believe then this is more of a friendship, that you are that things are not going well, right? The two of you are kind of at each other's throats, right? There's some kind of conflict between the two of you. Either way, whether this is a boyfriend-girlfriend kind of relationship, or, you know, a romantic relationship, or a friend relationship, there is conflict between the two of you. And again, I think the spirit is trying to tell you that you have to work. You really, if you want this to be a continuing thing, if you want this relationship to continue in whatever capacity it is, you have to work hard to keep it there. I think this problem has caused you issues in recently, where you are kind of not sure if things are going to go the way you want them to. I think it is. I think there's a lot of issues there. I think there's a lot of anxiety, right? I always say anxiety over the Nine of Swords. The King of Swords tells me, right, someone is trying to be more powerful than the other. Someone is more, wants to show how much more disciplined they are than the other person. And again, I think it's all causing conflict between the two of you. I think there's like mind games and deceptions going on, little things here and there. And again, I don't know if this is a romantic relationship or a friendship, but you apparently do know, because I just saw where you said, yes, you're having a lot of anxiety over it, which to me sounds like, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So, Tarot Goddess, that's what I believe the messages are that are coming to you. Is if you want to continue, basically it just tells me, if you want to continue this relationship, to stop the fighting, to stop the power struggle, to stop the anxiety, have the relationship back to where it was, where everything was good, you're going to have to work very hard. You're going to have to, you're going to have to push yourself, right? You're going to have to really be determined and dedicated to getting this where you want to be. All right, Tarot Goddess, that's what I see for you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate your question. And there you go. All right, so 20 minutes from now, Modern Priscilla Tarot, as you can see right across the top there. There's her name. Make sure you guys get it. If you spell it right, you'll find her over on, she's here on YouTube. I shouldn't say over on. She is here on YouTube. If you spell her name right, you will find her exactly and quickly. if you have not been a subscriber already of hers, make sure you jump over there at her show. If you're new there, if you're one of my followers and you're new there, again, I truly appreciate you going and being part of her show, just like you're being part of my show. And make sure you subscribe when you get there, just like, of course, you've subscribed here, because that's what we, that's what we need. That's what we appreciate. We appreciate people who come back. If you like the show, you come back. People who don't like the show, then they don't come back. And I understand that. Not everybody is everyone else's cup of tea. But she's on again. She's on live in 20 minutes. So I am done for the day. And, not done for the day. I'll be back again tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So I will see everybody then. And I hope to see you, or a lot of you, over there on Modern Priscilla Tarot show called Tarot at 12, because it's at 12 o'clock Central Time where she is. All right. I will see you all soon. Thank you. Bye now.